Karaoke World Champion. Tune in to the Keep On Singing Karaoke World Championship USA National Finals training programs. 4 teams made up of the top 28 singers from around the USA. Who do you root for? Team Tommy, Team Miriam, Team Chris, or Team Michael? Watch Tuesdays, 4:30 p.m. Pacific at KWCUSA.com, twitch.tv KWCUSA, or the KWC YouTube channel. The top singer from each team is going to be moving on to the Karaoke World Championship Finals to represent Team USA as the Team US champion, trying to take home the gold. Who will be the next Karaoke World Champion? All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Karaoke World Championships. Keep on singing. First week. Oh, my gosh. You guys have been amazing. It was incredible what we achieved this week. So what you're going to see is a lot of growth, not only in performances and technique, but you're also going to see some great videos, like mind-blowing compared to what we had in the past. We do have 26 singers that we are going through tonight. We did lose 2 along the way due to work and life and things like that. But today we're going to go and show all the videos. Originally, we were going to show the beginning videos of earlier this week and later on. But for the sake of time, we're cutting some of the stuff back because I know that the judges' comments really are the things that are going to help you grow with these coaches. So I want to give them more time to speak to you guys. Plus, this is going to be hard for all of them because each one of them is going to be losing one singer tonight. Actually, sorry, some are going to lose one. Some are going to lose two singers today from their teams. Each team is going to be cutting down to 5 singers. I'm going to bring on our coaches who have been helping you all out this week. Yeah. Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Hello.
How'd you guys enjoy this week? Let's start off with Tommy. Tommy, this is your first time involved with KWC. So, like, this is a little bit different than just like your average karaoke competition and everything. And it's your first time also judging and coaching a whole giant team. How'd it go for you?
Yeah, it was definitely, I was busier than I thought I would be. There were a lot of people that I don't think they understand that you're also helping 6 other people. We're trying to help 6 other people, right? So it's very busy. You spend a lot of time. You think you're going to have some free time, but you don't. So it's been pretty crazy. And then we've had these fires up in the mountains above the house too. So watching that, making sure the team's doing what they're doing. But it's been crazy, but it's been awesome. The team has been really amazing. They've come together collectively, and they're so supportive of each other. So I'm really excited to see what happens today, and I'm sad to see someone go. But that's a competition, and that's how those things go. So here we go.
All right. Michael White. Single drops. It's like getting shared all over the place. Everyone loves it so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't really hear you. You're really, really, really quiet in mine. Can you guys hear him fine?
No, it's pretty quiet.
Okay.
It's quiet at the beach.
It's quiet at the beach. Is that better?
A little bit.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me adjust. I can't tell what it sounds like to y'all. Is that better?
It's better. Yeah, it's better. Well, Tommy shake. Miriam, can you hear him? No. Ish.
Can y'all hear me now?
A little bit.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better. A little bit better.
You sound like you're like in a tunnel or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crank it up to 11.
Oh God, can y'all hear me now?
Not really. All right, you keep doing that. I'm gonna go to Miriam. Hi, Miriam.
Hello.
Good to see you. We've all been so busy this week that none of us really have had time to like really connect like one-on-one this week also. And I want to give you guys room and not take away any time because I know how much work all these singers are giving you. So, Miriam,
yes.
Your team, you decided to do one-on-ones with them, and you did like so much stuff with them. Talk about how the week went with your.
Yeah. So after selecting my team, the very next day, I had finished an 8-hour day job. I usually start my workday at 6:30 in the morning. So by 3 o'clock, I'm pretty wiped out from my day job. But then after that, I went on to my individual one-on-ones with each singer. So that ended up being about 7.5 hours afterwards. So it was basically another full day of work.
Right.
But I figure, I had to hit the ground running. It was very important for me to get to know the people on my team because most of them I do not know on a personal basis. So I had to understand, their voice, and start working on a strategy of how to better their videos, better their vocals. And then the following day, met up again on a second coaching session with several of the team members, and we really fine-tuned their singing. Michael already knows I do this, and I really hone in on phrasing and getting them to, go over certain problem areas until it's locked in, and then have them redo it and redo it and redo it until it's really locked in, and then submit their videos again for final approval. So it was a lot of work. But honestly, Team Vocalgasm, they hit the ground running. They were so just motivated to be better, and they were very open to the constructive criticism I gave, and they were open to the tips I gave. They worked really, really hard, and hopefully you guys can see the improvements in the videos today.
Yeah. Oh, the videos were so great this week. And the other thing is, how do you feel about losing 2 people today?
Honestly, I was just talking to my team in the chat. I'm super like emotional because I did invest a lot of time into helping them, and I don't want to lose them so quickly, but this is the nature of competition, and it happens. Sometimes it's just not your week. Life happens, but I'm really sad to lose 2 people in my team this week. And I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm just really sad. But it doesn't make it any less. They've worked really, really hard, and I know that as long as they keep that grit and they keep working throughout the year to come back next year and just be a force to be reckoned with. So, yeah, it's just, I'm a little sad. Can't lie. Can't lie. And I'm pretty sure all the other coaches are feeling the same way.
Oh,
We
yeah.
sad. We're sad.
Exactly.
But they're all champions in my book. So, they earned that spot on my team. They earned their spot on the other teams. They're all champions. And so, we'll see what happens.
Thanks,
Good luck
man.
to everybody.
So before I bring up Michael, I'm just going to say a lot of people might be watching. They're like, what do you mean? How'd they get on teams? Like, what's going on? Watch last week. It's still online. It's on our YouTube page. It's also on Twitch. You can go to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/KWCUSA for all you gamers out there. And this week also, what you guys might have missed is all the singers got their genres assigned to them. So while this has all been going on and we've been judging and coaching and everything, when they turned in their videos that very next day, we gave them their genres to start working on for next week. And today is the repeat videos. So they're redoing their song from song 4 from last week from the trials. And that way it gave the coaches that running start to work with them, and then they had a final project, so they have to improve off of that. And today after the show, go to KWCUSA.com to look at all the videos. The full videos, both the before and after, will be posted on there. And share it with your friends, and like KWCUSA on Facebook, and subscribe to our channel. All right, let's go back to Michael. Let's see how it is.
Oh God, is it any better?
That is better. Yes. Okay. I can boost you in mine and just turn my mic down.
Okay. All right. Any better?
That is great. That's great.
Yay! I'll project. Oh, sorry.
Belt your words. So you had such a fun, busy week. Like, I got to be in their chats and stuff. So like, I try not to intervene. I'm just trying to see what's going on, who's sending like little clips and videos and things like that. And I got to witness some of your team and what you're doing and the camaraderie. It's really cool. Tell us how your week went.
It was very busy. It was a great kickoff, and of course, technical issues with some people. They were having some technical issues with their stuff, which happens. It's the nature of the game. But overall, I think it was really great. Well, the good thing about it was everyone was an adult. Everyone was able to kind of take notes, understand what I meant, come, meet back with me, circle back with me when they had questions about what they needed to change or what I was referring to, and then I could do one-on-ones with them. So I pretty much kind of dragged it out over a couple of days to kind of give them a chance to, hey, if you need me, I'm here, kind of deal. But I had gigs back to back. So then I had 13-hour days where I had to go from one gig to another gig. And I had to take video chats with them to kind of help them understand what it was that was expected, or what they were trying to do, those kind of choices, all that kind of stuff. So it was it was a lot, to say the least, but it's definitely worth it when you see the end result with that, as to like how hard they've worked on everything they've done. So I'm very proud.
And then you're losing 2 people.
I know.
I'm sorry to all you guys, because seriously, it's so hard. I watched all the videos and I was like, oh, they're all so good. And I'm like, no. So someone's gonna be going.
I'm so mad.
But they are still your team and they're still gonna love you.
It's still amazing. I mean, at the end of the day, I told them all that when I greet them every morning, I'm like, hey champs, how are you guys doing? Because to me that's exactly what they are. The minute you get up and you try, you're already a champ to me.
Yes. I love that. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
So Chris Wilson in the lower corner. So Chris has had an interesting week as well.
Yeah, it's been real interesting. I hit the ground running with my team after we got picked, and then I worked with them for a couple of days, and then I got sick.
Yep.
I ended up I
How are
have
you
an
feeling?
upper resp. Oh, I'm making it. I'm a lot better
Okay,
today.
Good.
So if y'all see me go on and off, it's because I'm going to go cough or do something. I've been dealing with it for a couple of days, and I still was working with my team as I was feeling sick, and I just kind of felt bad because I didn't want them to think that I was neglecting them, and I did a great job. I feel like I did a great job with my team and getting all their stuff and going through notes with them and fixing things and just getting them real smooth. That's my thing, and we really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this week. On top of what I had going on, it was something to keep my spirits lifted as I was going through what I was going through.
Yeah. Man. And meanwhile, we also have a fifth judge this week. So, and he was supposed to be on here, but he is sick right now. So it's like the common theme of 2020. And he's actually watching though, and he's going to make some of his comments in the boxes. He's going to try to come on, but man, JC Lopez, man, we hope you feel better. And thank you so much for coming on and judging. So we had a fifth judge, and that judge judges for the judges, for the coaches, just for that coach's team, because the coaches cannot judge their own team. So we have this extra judge to do that, sort of be like, to add that little extra something. And look, and he says hello. Hi, JC. Oh, and he loves us. We love you, JC. He's also going to be back the last week helping us judge the national finals. So the last week of Keep On Singing is in fact the karaoke world final round where they get two songs. So each week we're cutting these people, and we hate it. We don't like to cut people. We want to keep them, because especially since the ones that maybe didn't move on, they need the help the most, like they're the ones who are really reaping those benefits. And it's like, we're like, no, we just started. So coaches, that's, if you want to continue working with them, please talk to them and everything, because they're all champions. I love them. And it's hard for me as well. All right. I'm going to put you guys in the back room and we are going to start. Yeah. All right. So our first singer up is Monique McNeely, and she was the wild card on Team Chris. And she did some You Say.
The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. I believe what you said of me. Oh yeah.
we're gonna restart that. I guess there was no sound on her track, so we're gonna restart that again. Fun with technology, right? Let me just make sure I do this really quick. I'm gonna do this. Make sure the share audio's on. Let's try that one more time. All right. Sorry about that. Here is Monique with You Say.
The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. You I find my worth, and you I find my identity. Oh, and you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I have fallen short, and when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe, yeah, and I believe what you say of me. Oh, yeah. Taking all I have, now laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God. You have every victory. Oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe, yeah, and I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe, yes, I believe, yeah, and I believe what you say of me. Yes, I believe.
Yes. That was awesome. I'm going to bring all these coaches in. Bum, bum, bum. Look at that. We're going to move that. Let's make us all like even size. There we go. Man, StreamYard changed a little bit since the last time I played. There's a couple things not working and a couple things that have changed. Hi, guys. All right. So Chris, she was on your team. Give us a brief, like, little synopsis of what the difference is between the first time you saw the video of her earlier one, which they can all go and see on KWCUSA.com later on, and what you came up with on this end piece.
All right, so I'm gonna be real quick. The first thing was the backdrop. We fixed her backdrop. We made sure that she had something matching that she could pop out of the back of her backdrop. And a lot of things that we were doing was just working on her phrasing a lot and just making it real smooth and doing a little fall here or there just to give it a little personality and a little character. She sounded great.
Awesome.
And diction. I worked with her.
Diction, definitely. Too. Yes.
All my people, I worked on them with diction hard.
Miriam's gonna like that one because she's all about the diction.
Yeah, Miriam know how we are.
Yep. Miriam, can you talk about diction and the importance of it and how she did in that video with diction?
So diction was actually something that I did notice was a trouble spot for Monique, especially in her first 3 videos. There were so here's the thing: if you don't talk that way, please don't sing that way. So if you were to say a word, and let's say you're saying there, right? The word there, right? And then you sing there, that doesn't make any sense. Number one, okay? Because obviously we wouldn't say, hey, it's over there. Okay. You would say it's over there. And if you say it there, don't sing there. Okay. Say in that sense, right? So, and it just brings the sound forward and we can understand it. It's not like we have the words in front of us. And in order to engage us, we have to know what you're singing about. And it's very difficult if we don't. So, Chris, I did notice that Monique did do so much better with her diction this time. I was very, very pleased with that. So, Monique, great job. I can hear how much you have worked on that. Your presentation was great. Love that jacket, girlfriend. Yes, love that jacket. Keep working on if you do end up moving forward, I want you to keep working with Chris on that phrasing, because there were points where it felt like you were thinking really hard to try and keep it together, and it almost didn't flow as naturally as I would have liked. So, but I mean, other than that, fantastic, great improvement. Absolutely.
Awesome. Hey, so I'm just going to let everyone know we're only going to have the main coach of their own coach give a note, and then the other one other coach each round, because we're going to make sure that we're moving fast, because we don't want to have another 5-hour show. So, and also they're still working with their singers. So after this, I know that some of you guys have to do more training with your singers. So I'm going to put you guys in back, and we're going to move on to our next singer. Thank you. Great job, Monique. Yeah, the immense improvement of everything in that video. Like you've sounded so good. The backdrop, your outfit, and our next singer is going to be Grant Cullum. And oops, lost my sheet really quick. And Grant is coming from Team Michael, Team Soul. And he did some Fix You.
When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired that you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse, yeah. When the tears come streaming down your face. 'Cause you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste, what could be worse? Well, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Yeah, 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 yeah. When tears stream down your face, when you lose something you cannot replace, when tears stream down your face, and I well, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Seriously? Like a music video? Like, come on. Whoa. I'm going to bring you guys on. I'm going to bring you two also. There we go. My goodness, so good. Like so good. And it's also one of my favorite songs. Like I love that song. I've heard so many different people cover it and do it, and it's such a great song. I'm so proud of Grant. Let's go to your to the coach of Team Soul, Michael White, our champion.
Yeah, I loved everything that what we did was we focused on his background. Because although he didn't have a really distracting background, he had a kind of a sparse background, and so there were some things in there that kind of didn't make sense. So I really wanted the people to focus on the singer. That was my whole thing with all of my performers. I wanted them to focus on the singer because I feel like the singer had to give everything, right? They had to carry this entire performance. So I focused on that with Grant, and I focused on him committing to every phrase, every line, every piece of what he was gonna like put his entire heart and soul into that, and make me believe it. That was the biggest thing. Make me believe what you're saying, and make it stand out. Grant has his style, and that's what I love about him. He has his way, he has his style, and I didn't want to change that too much, but I wanted him to really hone in on what that was and what he was going to deliver. And so I think we did, and I think we accomplished that. I hope.
A home run right there. I thought it was awesome. All right, let's go to Tommy Mack. Tommy Mack, he's Grant, I know, has stopped you dead in your tracks numerous times so far in the competition, and you sort of fanboy over him.
He's an amazing singer. Like he just one of the cleanest voices, in my opinion, in the competition. And he really came with the song was a great fit. The performance is amazing. The emotion was there. I couldn't find, and I was listening for mistakes, and it's hard to find mistakes with his performances. He's so clean. And then for that to look like a music video, it's looking like, oh, here's a Coldplay, or here's, he's got the kind of boy band hair. He's got the leather jacket. He's got the whole package. I think, Michael directing that video, I think you guys stole my lighting from the studio for that video, but I'm okay with it. Dude is amazing. And yeah, guys, watch out. Cause he's one to beat. He's definitely one to beat. Great job, Grant. Great job.
And everyone's like, oh, thank God my team doesn't have to go against him, because every coach gets their top singer to Worlds. So that is the biggest benefit. But you really, overall, coaches all want the bragging rights anyways, and they want their person to be the top scorer. Look at Chris is like, all right. All right. I'm going to put you guys in back, and we're going to move on to our next singer. This week, I'm like all choked up every song that comes up. So this performer is Rebecca Washburn from Arizona, and she always puts on memorable performances. And let's add her back to the stream. There we go. And she is doing some Oh So Quiet.
It's nice and quiet, but soon again dancing on the riot. You blow up your temper, the temple customers. So what's the use? I'm falling in love. Love. It's so quiet. It's oh so still. it's over. And it's not quiet, but soon again starts another big riot. You go up yourself, love, so much can you I'm falling in love. The sky caves in, the devil burns loose. You blow, I feel. When you fall in
Oh, yeah. Woohoo. Thank you, Rebecca. All right, I'm going to bring you guys back in. And Tommy Mac got to work with her this week, and she had like lots of things going on this weekend too. So to make a video was sort of a challenge this week.
Yeah. You coming to me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. She was out of town. She was traveling. We were talking while she was, in the car going from place to place with kids behind her and different things. And the funny thing is, her first video, she was wearing a tutu and she was dancing. And so, we had a group session. We were giving notes, and it's like, okay, well, maybe do a point. Maybe let them know you can do the point, but then next time mess it up. And then, so we were kind of giving feedback on that. And then she just came out of left field with the glow in the dark paint. That was. She comes with it. She just entertains.
She's actually a clown. That's what she does. She brought that into her performance.
She's been a dog. She's been like but yeah, she busts in with this and always entertaining, always fun, and just willing to go the distance and go the extra mile to entertain, which I love about her. So
awesome.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to Michael White. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You look scared.
Somebody else. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Go to somebody else.
No, Michael, just some advice.
I appreciate her vocal. She's got a really pretty voice. That it cannot be denied whatsoever. While I may not have understood the interpretation, I appreciate her creativity in trying to give something different than everybody else. But I'm a different kind of coach. I'm a different kind of performer. I'm a different kind of artist completely. I'm on the other opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to performances and how I present myself and present my art. So I can't really judge her on her art, but I can just say I wasn't expecting this for this song. I think was she there last year?
Yeah, she actually last year. This was like the showstopper that she did last year.
And she was in tutu, right? She had a ballerina outfit on.
Yep.
I like that. That I can get with because it was still edgy, but it was still.
Yeah. So what was said a little bit earlier is that she actually had a wedding this past weekend. She couldn't bring the stuff with, and she had to go and make her video while she was out of town. So that's what she.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Came up with glow paint.
Yep. Oh. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put you back into the back. Here we go. And our next singer of the night is going to be Maya Place, and she is doing some Nessun Dorma. Oh yeah, I have to keep turning myself down. Yes, Maya, woohoo! Ooh, I'm getting some weird clipping going on. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to get the singers to sound louder, and there's some glitch going on right now where it doesn't want to share the audio. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay, because I can't hear myself at all right now.
You are
So,
loud and clear.
oh, great. Great. Okay, so Miriam, you were her coach this week.
Yes, I was. Am I too loud for you?
You were from my side, it blared through my speakers. So it's like, whoa.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm like literally just talking normal. Um, so yeah, what I had been commenting for Maya throughout this the whole duration of the competition was that she had the tendency to overshoot her high notes, and so I wanted to focus on not overshooting and hitting those high notes, those money notes, dead on. And she worked really, really hard, giving her some exercises to work on that breath support and just holding that out. Unfortunately, Maya has been dealing with some health issues. So you guys, please give her a big round of applause because she is a champ. Okay. She dressed up and she performed like she wasn't feeling like she was feeling great, but she actually wasn't. So I mean, I'll tell you what, it is really hard to pretend and fake that you're feeling okay when you feel horrible. But for her to come out on that video and look as poised as she did, and just making it sound, nice and flowy as much as possible, even with all the health issues going on, I have to give her kudos, and a big round of applause because she is a champion through and through, and love her to pieces. So yes, were there a couple issues that I would have liked to see more improvement on? Yes, but at the same time, you guys, life happens, and especially in this time, I know Chris having dealt with some health issues, JC's having health issues, and I know a lot of you guys are probably feeling that way. Just please be mindful to just stay as healthy as possible. And we understand as coaches and as former competitors, we know what that feels like, and it's nerve-wracking. So just come out and film the best you can. And Maya, you did that for me, and I'm super duper proud of you. Yeah.
We can't hear you.
You're muted. Josh, you're muted.
Oh, there we go. Yes, I guess I am muted. Oh my gosh. All right. Chris, I would like to go to you and see what you have to say.
Yeah, I agree with Miriam on the same thing. That was one of my big notes about just making sure she locks in on those top notes because she'll hit it and then she'll overshoot it a little bit, and then but for me on this song on the bottom parts, just a little bit more air that she needs to remember that it's just as important to sing low as it is to sing high. It still requires the same amount of air and the same amount of technique, even when you go low. And that was for her situation and everything. That was a really good performance. Depending, knowing that she has issues going on, and I just applaud her for that, for still doing it because she could have quit. You know what I mean? If you're sick, you're sick, and and I just want to applaud her for that. Her dress was fabulous, and I liked her backdrop. I really did like that. But I just want her to remember that it's just as important. The low stuff is just as important as the high stuff.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Thanks, Chris. All right. I'm going to bring into the stream. Look at that guy right there, Chris Hoffman. And Chris is going to be doing some Being Alive.
Somebody hold me too close. Somebody hurt me too deep. Somebody sit in my chair and ruin my sleep and make me aware of being alive. Being alive. Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short and put me through hell and give me support for being alive. Make me alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be used. Vary my days. But alone is alone. Not alone. Somebody crowd me with love. Somebody force me to care. Somebody let me come through. I'll always be there, as bright as you, to help us survive. Being alive. Being alive. Being alive.
Oh, yes. So good. Oh my gosh. That's like classic Chris Hoffman. Like, he's been involved for so many years, and I watch him grow all the time. And his spirit and the positivity he brings to not only his performances, just in general. Like, if you follow him on social media, he's always so positive, especially with his teammates. So when he does that kind of song, it's like, yay. I always am cheering for him. I just adore him. Team Smooth, Chris, you coached him this week.
Yes, and I had such a wonderful time coaching him. Like you said, he has a great spirit, and he's a lot of fun. And I just want to say that he's grown a whole lot. I remember him a couple years ago. I've been with the competition for over 4 years, and I have seen him grow as a singer and as a performer. And I just want to say he did a great job. There was a couple notes that I had for him that about making your transition smooth and crescendoing and decrescendoing, and you have to have somewhere to go on your song. And he hit a lot of that, and I definitely could tell the difference in what we did. He did a great job with his song.
Thanks, Chris. All right, let's move on to Team Soul, Michael White.
Yeah, I wasn't too mad at this. Um, I agree with Chris that yeah, the transitions were kind of disjointed a little bit. It was like you took us one way, then it was like boom, it took us somewhere else, and I was just like whoa. And for someone who may not know where the song comes from and have that point of reference or the context of what that song is, it was a little jarring. It would be jarring for that person. Um, a lot of Broadway musicals and anyone singing Broadway, that's my only sticker. My only sticker for them is if you're going to perform the song, don't perform the song as if you're on Broadway, because if the person isn't a fan of Broadway and doesn't know the points of reference that you're channeling, you're gonna look crazy, right? So my only thing with I loved his voice on this. But I just wanted his face to not look like he was in pain while he was singing. So, but baby, that's easy stuff that you can fix. But I love his voice, as far as the strength of his voice and a solid core of his voice, it was amazing to me. I had actually, for me, I had never heard Chris give me all of that. I mean, Chris has given me some really good numbers, and we've hit some high moments, but to give me all of that core, and it was continuous throughout the song, I was like, whoa, okay, all right. Miss Chris she's not playing with us. So she came to slay. And I said, oh, okay, I see. Challenge accepted. And I loved the tenacity that he displayed in this song. But yeah, I agree. It needed to have some crescendos, some decrescendos, a little bit more of dynamic to kind of really make me focus on the phrasing rather than focus on the forever of what he was saying. I wanted to focus on what he was saying, and it was kind of hard to understand it. That's all. But that's easy fix.
Easy fix. Chris is like, oh yeah, I already got that. We already, it's done.
We on it. We on it. Look.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, the one thing I have to just bring up really quick, Michael, is that you were talking about how when you're doing a Broadway piece, it doesn't have to be just like Broadway, because if the judges haven't seen it, you're so right. Because last year we had so many Broadway pieces, and the one note I kept getting from most of the judges is, I love Broadway and I've seen a lot of Broadway. I haven't seen this show. Why is this person doing this? Like, and they're like, why can't they just come up here and make it their own and change this? Like, really just bring it. Like, it doesn't need to be that scene. So yeah, you hit the nail.
That's when I said I was going to do This Is the Moment and The Impossible Dream. That was my thing, and that was what Miriam and I talked about, was just not making it a Broadway song. It's going to be my song, my way, completely, like as if I'm an artist on stage. That's it.
Yep. All right, let's move on to the next singer. And by the way, these singers totally picked by random. There's no rhyme or reason why they were picked the way they were. It was just put through a randomizer. And here is Holly Smelson from Kentucky. Doing some When We Were Young.
Nobody told me and I swore you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad, getting old, and made us restless. Just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to admit that everything just takes me back to when you were there, when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I guess I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. right. Be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless.
Go. There we go. I'm now back. Oh, I'm having some technical issues today. Sorry, guys. That was Holly Smelson. And Holly is on Team Michael.
Yes, she is.
How did this week go? I've seen, by the way, I saw her last video before she submitted this one, the original. This is like kudos to you.
Holly, Holly really what I love about these contestants, each of them is that, or at least for my team, they literally soaked in everything I was saying. They did, I don't know if they agreed with everything I had to say, but they soaked it in, they took notes, and they took it to heart, and they came back and gave me and you and all of us a product that I'm so proud of. Holly especially stood out for me in this week because Holly's video, I was like, oh gosh, how do we unpack this, right? Because there was so many things I think we needed to fix, and we only had a short amount of time. Holly was completely willing to take as much time as needed to focus on what needed to be fixed. We fixed her background. We focused on the dynamics of the song. She didn't like the song, but she was like, I'm stuck with it. Like, what do we do? So I gave her some tips on variations, how to change it up, how to make put more artistry into it, because it needs to be more of a conversation.
Yeah.
It's written like a love letter, so it needs to be more of a conversation that you're having, as opposed to just singing the song. So she took that note as well, and then to bring it in, to give those tender moments, especially at the end, because you want that sense of longing. You want to kind of feel that tension in the song. So and I think she delivered it absolutely beautifully.
All right. Well, I totally agree. And I saw that artistry come through. Like
She was amazing.
Yeah, because that song, it takes a lot. Like that song is so hard to perform. Let's go to Miriam.
So I really like the video production improvements on her whole thing. I was like, oh look, I'm not distracted by Beatles paraphernalia. Nothing against Beatles, okay? It was just really, there was a lot to look at. And it's like anything you have behind you is something to distract, your audience from looking at you, you know. It makes the work harder for the singers because you really have to try and capture with your performance, with your vocals, our attention. And if you have a bunch of stuff and you're not doing that with your performance, then we're gonna start looking at the things, and I start feeling like my 9-year-old. I really love the background, love the outfit, that blazer top, girlfriend. That was wonderful. I like how this song, Holly has this like what is very reminiscent of like a country singer voice. And it's not your typical like Adele impersonation that she did. She made it more like it's a country ballad, which is really cool because there are a lot of songs where, like, for example, there's a country version of I Swear, like there's a little elements for everybody, right? So it was like the country version of this song, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And she really brought her own personality into it. She changed that bridge up a little bit. Really, really like that a lot, because it suited her, what she does. She wasn't trying to be Adele. She wasn't trying to sustain that because, maybe she knew that she couldn't just hold that out. So she decided to change it up a little bit to make it easier for herself. And it was an artistic choice that I felt worked for her very well.
Thank you, Miriam. Oh, yes. All right. We are going to move on. Everyone, great job, Michael. Great job. So proud of your singer. All right. Our next singer is actually coming from Team Miriam. We have Luis Orozco.
Desamparado, tocando fondo, en un desierto, sudando frío, moviendo polvo, pidiéndole a gritos a mi pasado que me responda, para entender tu partida, para curarle mi herida, para que ya no me joda. Cerré la puerta y las ventanas de un solo golpe para olvidarme lo de rabia de los hombres. Entre mis sueños y apareciste un par de noches. Escuché tus mentiras, te arranqué de mi vida. Me olvidé de tu nombre. Me cansé de esperarte de día, de noche, de madrugada, rogándole a Dios porque regresaras, bebiéndome el llanto de mi dolor. Sé que tú no lo entiendes, por eso no quiero volver a verte, chingar a tu madre con lo que pienses. Al fin me armé de valor. Me cansé de esperarte, me cansé de tanto aguantarte, me cansé de pasar las noches en tu colchón. Me cansé de tu madre, me cansé de ser un cobarde, me cansé de lo que me dabas y lo que te doy. Me cansé de esperarte de día, de noche, de madrugada, rogándole a Dios porque regresaras, bebiéndome el llanto de mi dolor. Sé que tú no lo entiendes, por eso no quiero volver a verte, chingar a tu madre con lo que pienses. Al fin me armé de valor.
Yeah, great job. I'm gonna get out of my switch my audio properties really quick. There we go. Oh, all right, Miriam, you are team that was Vocalgasm right there.
Luis worked really hard. It's funny because so he doesn't have Facebook. And you know, here I am, like I'm coaching everybody through Facebook and everything, and all our messages and updates and things like that is through Facebook, and Luis doesn't have it. So we had to actually connect through the WhatsApp app, and that's how, you know, we were trying to figure things out. And you know, Luis's videos were Smule videos, and you know, it's very distracting to see an earbud dangling back and forth, and I was like, no, like let's change that up. Luis, you're already a rock star, and but we need your videos to be just to be a little bit better. So you know, we worked it out where he said, you know, I'm going to go into a studio and I'm going to record this video with a microphone. So we went through just kind of more the video production side. But of course he had a little bit of, you know, phrasing issues initially that we worked out. You know, he's immensely talented. So and I was rocking to his song. I didn't know it, and by the end of it, I was just like singing along. It's so catchy, right? So yeah, I just wanted him to make sure that even if he's doing these like right, that it's very, as far as the notes are concerned, to be mindful of that. Like you just put that energy in, but be clean with the notes. Make sure it's on point, you know. But yeah, he was a fun one to work with. Definitely. I had a lot of fun. He sent me so many takes and I was like, oh, cool. I have my own pick from which one do I pick? Right. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Miriam. I do have to say, the one note I want to give us on production is now we need to figure out how to plug his soundboard into whatever device is recording. Because I was like, that room was so like bouncy, like the bass was just overpowering it. But I loved the video, and I was just like, oh, if the audio is just. But hey, we're making steps. That was a big step. Going from Smule, when you're used to Smule, to doing full videos. And I know a lot of people are starting over these weeks. That might be something they want to consider. So these are things that now they got to see that too, and they're like, ooh, what do I do? So thanks, Luis. Let's go to Tommy Mack.
Yes. I remember when we were picking teams, I was this close to getting him, and I was excited to explore some ideas with him. Like you said, great video, great setting. I didn't love the big bright lights, kind of backlit. I didn't love that. Wasn't the worst, but yeah, there's definitely some tightening up that can happen there. But his energy, his voice, I love kind of the raspiness. I love his vibe. I would love if he moves forward, and obviously, the coach, it's their decision to work this out with them. But I would actually really love to hear. Are we good? We still?
You're still there. You're still
okay.
there.
I would really love to hear him do some Alejandro Sanz. Anyway, that's all I gotta say.
Sweet.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did he say "chinga tu madre"?
What?
In the song, does he say "chinga tu madre"?
Did he? I don't know.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't speak Spanish. I know that though. I know that word. Yeah.
I think we all know.
I'm gonna have to look up those lyrics. Yeah, guys, you could. While there's no rule against swearing in KWC, don't do it. Find something to say that might be a little nicer.
I'm not taking away from his energy. His energy was dope.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. All right. Our next person is Taylon Lewis, who is on Team Bebop, the Bad Boys of Pop, Tommy Mack's team. And Taylon is doing, if I can remember, running, lose it all.
These four lonely walls have changed the way I feel. The way I feel. I'm standing still. Nothing else matters now. You're not here. So where are you? I'm calling you. I'm missing you. Where else can I go? Where else can I go? Chasing you, chasing you. Memories turn to dust. Please don't bury us. I've got you. I've got you. Running, 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 running from myself and boy. Together we'll win it all. I ain't running, 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 running from myself and boy. I'm ready to face it all. If I lose myself, I lose it all. I've outrun the fears that chase the sinking still. I'm running still. I'm running still. And every voice that cries inside my head forever drives. Forever drives. I kill the lights. Oh, where else can I go? Where else can I go? Chasing you, chasing you. Running, 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 running from myself, boy. You know we'll win it all. I ain't running, 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 ain't running from myself no more. I'm ready to face it all.
Oh yes, Talon. Woohoo! So good. All right. Tommy Mac, why don't you start off?
Talon is just awesome. Tay is, and she's super laid back, easy to work with. She's like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that. And the main thing for her was just the background and the angle. You know, in the early videos, it was kind of angled up, and she was kind of, it felt like she was standing like, I don't know, maybe between like a kitchen and a living room. It was just, it didn't feel great, but her voice was just, it blew me away. Just amazing. So we just, we decided we'd get the background solid, focus on you. Let's get it straight on. And yeah, the improvement was amazing. Her voice was solid as always. I just love how she emotes, and I love the inflections she has. Just an absolutely beautiful voice. And I'm stoked that she's on the team. And it's just, I keep thinking about that. We're going to have to see some folks go today, and I'm team Teargasm right now. So I'm sure you guys are with me on that. Anyway, great job, Tay. Amazing.
Thanks, Tommy. All right, we're going to go to Chris, to Team Smooth.
All right. By the way, I love her voice so much. She has a great tone in her voice. One thing I would like for you to do with her, Tommy, is make sure that when she says you, really you, and I don't know how somebody can say you with their mouth closed. You. I've never seen that before. But make sure she stays round on you, and also on the running. Don't get spread. She's running instead of running. So drop the jaw, raise the soft palate a little bit. You know what I mean? So she just got a little spread on that. So make sure. And also if she could crescendo that running. You know what I mean? And keeping it open. And that's and those are the couple of little things that I saw in her performance, is in her diction. It's got a little bit better, but really spend some more time on that with her on her diction. But she's fabulous. I really like these. I'm just being really picky. So, but really with all her U's need to be well, like really rounded. It will give her a darker sound, and it also will travel a little bit better.
He got all excited, by the way. That's the thing, is like, I saw that excitement when you hear her. You're like, oh, and if she just says this and this, she's going to be so much better. She's already amazing. And that was one thing she did not make the first time she did her auditions. We all heard her and we're like, oh, we love her voice. We need to see her again. Like, she just wasn't there, and she came back each time and got better and better and better. And now she's had these breakthroughs. So it's amazing when you keep trying, like, and just have that goal. Because you're right, Tommy. It's just like, some people are going home tonight, but also some other people will just saw her and they're like, uh-oh, I might be going home tonight. So, all right. Our next singer is no stranger to this competition, Valerice Bell, and she is doing Some Creep by Radiohead.
I don't care. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm free. I'm a window. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I am a weirdo.
I hate cutting the videos, by the way, down to 2.5 minutes. It's so hard to find a good point, especially in Creep, because I do love that song. Oh, yeah. All right. We are going to start with your coach from Team Smooth, Chris.
All right. I love me some Valerice. That's my girl. She's so good, and I have to say this. She is the best riffer in the whole competition. She is amazing at being able to do vocal licks and finding placement. Valerice worked really hard. We worked on being more expressive. We worked on being more dynamic with the music. So if the music's soft, you need to be laid back, and then when it builds a little bit, you get a little bit bigger. And I think she did a great job with that. And her video was a whole lot better. Like the quality of her videos and everything, she looked great. I loved her top. You know what I mean? Valerice is a beautiful lady, inside and out, and she's a joy to work with. And I'm really looking forward to doing more stuff with her.
Sweet. All right. Team Miriam, I believe you were the one who hit me up in the room. Miriam, Team Vocalgasm. What do you have to say?
So I love me some Miss Valerie's. She's a very unique voice, and her stylistics are different than what you would normally hear in a karaoke competition. She really reminds me of, like, being raised in the church, and that church runs and that sound. It's just absolutely stunning. This particular song, I actually like this song more than some of her other videos. And it's because this song lends itself well. I do see that, there are some people who, want this to be more pure in its element of how it was written. And the great part about music is you can change it however you like, as long as it works for you. And this particular instrumentation allows her to really branch out and do those runs and make it her own. There were certain problem areas, and you know me, Valerie's. There were some problem areas, especially with that glissando on door. You started a little darker. I feel like if you had kind of lifted that instead of door, with door, like keep it up, that glissando would have been a lot more effortless going up. And then there was the last run. It was falling flat, and I just make sure that if you are going to hit that note, to come from the top, land on the note from the top, instead of trying to bring up the chest voice upwards. And that'll ensure that you don't hit any flat notes, and you're going to hit it right on the money. But as far as her stylization, her artistry, and what she did with this song, she made it her own, and I really, really appreciated that. So great job. I did put on my notes, Chris, though, so you're going to know who I am. Valerie's, if you could have worn something that didn't make you blend into the background, because I felt like your outfit matched the background, so it was really, it didn't make you pop in the video. And I get that sometimes you could be artistic with, that you're a creep, you're kind of fly on the wall kind of vibe that I was feeling a little bit. But at the same time, because this is video and this is not on stage, I want you to showcase yourself. I want you to be front and center. I want to see you, and you're still a star, regardless of what the song choice what the song says. I still wanted you to kind of be more contrasted with the backdrop so that you popped out more. But other than that, fantastic job.
Yes, very great. By the way, I've had that problem where I did use my black backdrop, and then I was wearing my black. I had this really cool, really nice made cowboy shirt, And everyone's like, the whole time you did great, but you were like this head that was floating around the whole time. So yeah, I've seen it a few times in this competition too. It's just like we have to be aware, remember about your backgrounds. You don't want to fade and just disappear into the back of it. So very good point. All right. Our next singer. Ooh, there we go. Our next singer is Kennedy Miller doing some Gravity.
Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, I still feel you here till the moment I'm gone. You hold me without touch. You keep me without chains. I never wanted anything so much than to drown in your love and not feel your rain. Set me free, leave me be. I don't want to fall another moment into your gravity. Here I am, and I stand so tall, just the way I'm supposed to be. You're onto me and all over me. I live here on my knees as I try to make you see that you're everything I think and need here on the ground. But you're neither friend nor foe, though I can't seem to let you go. The one thing that I still know is that you're keeping me down. Onto me, and all over. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long.
Oh yes, Kennedy. The sweet sounds of Kennedy. I'm such a fan. She always captivates me every single time. I'm like, I sit there and just watch, like, ah. So vocal team Vocalgasm. She is part of your team. How are you feeling? How was it to work with her? Because she's new. Like, we've never seen her before this year. Some people come back year after year. She's new to it.
So not only is she new, I believe she is the youngest on my team. And you know, she was so open to just taking all the tips. Like, I would tell her, hey, can you do this little thing? She'd be like, okay. And then do this little thing. Okay, I need more of this. I need more, you know, like something on your face. I need you to really play the story on your face. Like, tell the story, like, look more emotional, you know, drive that bridge, you know, give it a little bit more oomph, you know. And she, you know, with her busy schedule, I mean, she took the time to create these beautiful videos and just tell that story. And I'm absolutely overjoyed that she's on my team. She is definitely, oh my goodness, her voice is just stunning. It's so crystal clear. It's just beautiful. Love her diction. She's very clear about her words, and I love her. I love her. So just saying it. I love everyone on my team. You guys are going to see it. It's Team Vocalgasm for a reason, okay? But yes, they are all hard workers, but Kennedy worked very, very hard to perfect this song and give it that oomph. And you guys will see it I think after this broadcast, you're going to open it up so you guys can actually see the improvement of each singer and how far they've come and how hard they've worked. So again, kudos to all the singers. But Kennedy, great job.
Yes. All right, Tommy Mack from Team Bebop.
Yeah, she is definitely one of the more captivating folks to watch in this competition. And other contestants, take note. Look how simple the background is, how clean, beautiful, and then the way that she connects with you through the camera. The way that she does that, you can tell she's feeling the song. She's in the moment. She thinks, she comes back to you. She's right there with you. She's captivating. Take notes. Watch her. She may be young, but she knows what she's doing. Kennedy, great job. You're always a pleasure to watch. And I have to imagine that you're on stage or you have been on many stages in your lifetime to date. And I can only imagine you'll be on many
Tommy.
more.
All right. Our next singer is Mr. Jeremy Chapa doing some Need You Now by Smokey Norfolk. I really wanted to say that name.
Not an hour, another day, but Lord, I need you right away. If I've never needed you before, to show up and restore all of the faith that I had slain while I was yet searching the world for more. The truest friend I have in thee. You're my best friend, I know we need. I stretch my hands to thee. Come rescue me. I need you right away. The agony of being alone and the fear of doing things on my own. The tests and trials that come and make me strong. The feelings of guilt, hurt, shame, and defeat. The waves of trials that beat upon me. But to know, Lord, that in you I've got victory. I need you now, Lord, I need you now. I need you right now, right now, right now. I need you now. Not another second, not another minute, Lord. I can't wait another day. Oh, Lord. No, 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 no. Please make a way. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord.
Oh, yes. Woo. So amazing. You know what's funny? He sort of reminds me of the champion from The Voice from this season. Like there's something about that presentation in the voice and his voice that reminds me a lot of the winner from The Voice this past season, which I really liked. All right. So let's bring up his proud coach.
All I can say is I just want to throw something at him. I just want to throw my shoe, throw a piece of paper. I was done. I was like, oh, this is it. That's it. I'm going back to church. I'm probably going to burn up when I walk through the door, but I'm going back to church right about now. I was speaking in tongues and all of that. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. No, Jeremy doesn't need much from me as far as overall technique. There are some foundational things that I'm still yet working on with him. But the first things first that I wanted to do with him is I wanted to clean up his image. I wanted his video production to be the focus point on this particular video. I knew he knew the song, but I really wanted him to make us feel the song, because gospel is so it's so internal, and it's such for each person it means a different thing. I wanted him to be more outward with his emotion. So I gave him some really small notes on doing that, and just really committing to whatever he was going to perform. And he delivered that and above. And we still have some things to work out. There are some minor issues with some choices, and I'm going to try to get his lines a little smoother, and more connected, because there were some parts that were disjointed for me. But overall, I'm so super proud. I love all of them. Just like I know all the coaches love their teams. I'm super proud of this team that I've got. I did not know what I was going to do. I was like, Lord Jesus. But they've all shown up and shown out. And I couldn't be more proud.
Thanks, Michael. Team Soul in the house.
Bam! Hello, Team Soul. Going for that goal. Hey, Team Soul. Going for the goal. Hey, Team Soul. Going for the goal. Hey.
It's okay. You got us into it. Team Vocalgasm, Miriam, what do you got to say?
We couldn't hear what Chris wanted to say. Oh man. Okay, so I've been fangirling over Jeremy since the very moment I heard him sing. And I was like, ooh, gotta keep my eye out for this one, because he is such a storyteller with his vocals, right? He really knows how to use those dynamics, and he really does know how to phrase, and draws you in, with everything. So I'm not familiar with this song at all, but I didn't need to know the song to know that he did a fantastic job with it, because he had me engaged from beginning to end. His lines, it was just, it flowed really nicely. When he wanted to get powerful, it was his choice. Realistically, it came out where it was like, do I want to get powerful with you? Okay, yeah, here you go. Do I want to? Oh, you know what? I want to draw you right back into that intimate moment. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
That part.
He's just playing. He messing with me.
Right.
Okay, Michael. Like, honestly, he was messing with me, but in a good way. And I really, really appreciated the artistry and his delivery of it. It's really hard for me to find anything wrong with his performance, to be honest. So, great job, Jeremy.
Jeremy, yay!
Did Dagan go for a walk? He's like, oh, here she goes, fanboy, and again, I gotta walk away. Always sleeping. All right, our next singer is Diane Spicer, and doing some Ave Maria. Oh yeah, that one, by the way, is really hard to edit down. Oh, I struggled editing. The whole time I was editing videos. These are all really hard to cut, and that one especially, just because I know how much more, and it keeps going and everything. So great job. I'm going to start off with your coach, Tommy Mack.
Howdy, and Diane. Such a beautiful voice. I've never been to an opera, but I can imagine that level of talent is probably what you would see when you pay to go. She is there's not a lot that I can tell her technically that she hasn't already been trained on vocally. Like she's leaps and bounds. It's just a different genre than what I am familiar with, but amazing. And what we did was we with the team, we talked more about connecting with the song, connecting with the listeners, with the people watching. And I, beautiful background. I feel like she took the notes, she came with it. And I feel, she did a good job. She did a good job, and she's, technically going to be tough to beat.
Oh yeah. Very tough to beat. All right. I'm going to go to Team Soul.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Diane. Have been since the first video. I love her poise. I obviously love her voice, but more so I love her sincerity with her lines. This song, of course, there was some slight issues. I would just make sure the only thing for me, nothing technical per se, but I think that it seemed a little too easy for her. I think I wanted maybe raise the key to kind of give a little bit more of attention in the song. Perhaps that would kind of help. There were moments that I kind of lost focus with her. I feel like we disconnected for a second. I came out of the fantasy. I really wanted her to carry me through the whole song. But I love her voice. I mean, she can do it. To me, other than that, she can do no wrong. I think that, like Tommy said, she's technically going to be the one to beat. She's really solid, and her vibrato is absolutely delicious. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hungry, by the way.
I'll make you some fried chicken.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the top fried chicken place in Vegas is closed. Someone was freaking out about it online today.
Listen, I'll make some
bring your chicken here.
Don't worry about it.
You need it. All right. Our next singer coming up is Camille Gomez, and she is doing some Impossible Dream.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love and chase from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell, whatever it costs. And I know if they only be true to explore
sweats and my heart lay peaceful in calm when I'm laid to my rest. Reach the unreachable,
All right, Camille Gomez, everyone. That one, I know Michael's knows that one really well. That's one of the songs that he performed last year and did an amazing job of it. By the way, that video I liked because when she submitted it, I was like, oh, I got a really cool background to fill in the sides there. And then I did it and it looked perfect, like it was like seamless. So I would like to bring up her coach first.
All right. We worked on a lot of different things on this song, and she knows what's going on. And this song was really special at the moment because of what she's dealing with in her life and different things, and for what she has going on in her life. She did a fabulous job. It's leaps and bounds from where she came from on it originally, and I just want to tell her that I love her, and you just keep on doing what you're doing, and we're gonna keep on working and get it right. And you really touched my heart when you sang this
Thanks,
song.
Chris. All right, let's bring up. You know what? Let's bring up Team Soul because you sang this song, so let's bring it in this one.
Yeah. I love how Camille commits to every song she does. She has this almost haunting way of taking a song and making you believe that she wrote it. With this song, it's definitely, there's some choices that I would change for her. But I loved her take on it. I think to me, Camille reminds me of like a rocker, like a real Pat Benatar type of just, in your face kind of vocal. And I think that for this, if we could have found her a version that was had more of a rock edge to it, it would kind of really complemented her voice. But for the instrumentation of this against her voice, I would just work on, trying to be conscious of finishing a line and ending that line smoothly. But of course, for what she's going through, I think she did a really amazing job. I know that probably didn't make any sense, but I don't really know how to explain it. There was just some moments for me that I was like, oh, she's almost there. Oh, she almost got that one. But I think that overall, I think she did an amazing job. And listen, we all deal with what we deal with. And I'm really honored that she's still in this competition and she's still doing her thing. And I wish her all the best.
Sweet. Thank you, Michael. All right. Our next singer is going to be David Harrison from Texas doing some My Way.
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, to feel that you done, and I did what I had to do, and saw it through without exemption. I planned each Jordan war, each pilgrim step along the highway, and more than this, I did my way. Yes, there were myself. Not to say the things he couldn't feel, and not the words of one feel. The record shows I took the blow, and it's my
Oh, yes. Good job right there. By the way, I got to say, so he auditioned with this song, and I like this version so much better than when he did his audition. Like, I like that he was dressed up. I love the staging of it. He sounds like butter on this song. So I'm going to go to Team Soul because he's on your team.
I'm so proud of David. David was another one that was able to take critique and really, hone in on what we were talking about. And once I identified with him, the parts that I was referring to that needed correction, he understood and was like, okay, I'll come up with this, and I'll send it right back to you to check it out. So he's been really willing to improve and get better, which I really appreciate it. But I heard the artistry in him from jump. From I was one of the judges that was like, I love this guy, love his voice, love his style, love his swag. Because to me, that kind of style, that Michael Bublé, that Frank Sinatra, that Rat Pack style is so needed, and it's been so pushed aside, and for whatever reason. So I really wanted someone that brought that kind of swag back, and that is David Harrison. And what I love about David is David turns a song on its ear. It makes you really go, wait a minute, that doesn't go like that, but I like that. But wait a minute, that part doesn't go like that either. So what we try to do is really walk that fine line between what he wants to do as an artist and staying true and paying homage to the spirit of the song, and not really losing the audience when you're doing both. So that was a trick that we try to do in a short amount of time.
And not only that, is he's not on Facebook. So
I know. Yeah.
Yep. We have a bunch of them who are on Facebook. And by the way, for those of you who aren't on Facebook, I want to congratulate you. Thank you so much. I know we're being streamed on Facebook, but I just got some new rules yesterday and found out, luckily, we're doing this show this month because as of October 1st, you can't do anything live and there's no more music. They're cutting the music end of it. So there's a new user agreement that just came out. Yeah. But we do love you, Facebook. But it was great knowing you. There are other platforms. Thank you. All right. I'm going to move on to Team Smooth. Look at that. Smooth. Chris.
All right. David did a fabulous job on this song. I just have to tell David on some parts, make sure you don't get too busy. But overall, like, your voice sounds really good. And he's always clean and sharp. I had David on my team for years, and I love David's voice. Like, I love to hear David's voice, but just be careful that you don't get too busy. You know what I mean? Sometimes we like to hear a little bit of the melody a little bit more. So, and especially when you're starting off a segment, you don't want to start too busy, so you have somewhere to grow. But overall, a great job.
Yay!
Yeah, totally agree. Woo! I'm none of my sound effects are like, I'm having some problems over on my side today with some technical stuff. Don't know what's going on. All right, our next singer is Lisa Johnson from Washington and Team Vocalgasm doing some Mercy on Me.
Jesus, I must confess that in all my loneliness I've forsaken and I've
sin, leaving fragments of a man so broken. I could tell you what I've done, or should I tell you where I went wrong? Well, the more that I start to lay my deceitful evil ways keep growing stronger by the day. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul, for I have walked the sinful road. So I'm gonna get down on my knees, beg forgiveness to help set me free. Lord, have mercy on me, please. Mother Mary, full of grace, in my weakness I lost faith. I've been careless and I have been warned, and the devil inside me is torn. God bless the man that I have scorned. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul, for I have walked the sinful road. So I'm gonna get down on my knees, beg forgiveness to help set me free. Lord, have mercy on me, please. Whoa. Forgiveness. I need forgiveness from you.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lisa. All right. I'm going to move Tommy out for just a second because he had to run out. Great job, Lisa. All right. Let's bring up your very proud coach, Miriam Kim, Team Vocalgasm.
I love Lisa so much. Working with her she wants to just dial everything in, you know? And she's got that like, I have a perfectionist mindset, right? Which totally vibes with me because I'm a perfectionist myself. And there's no one who's harder on her than herself. And so, you know, she's always trying to grow as a singer, as a performer. You know, we had to kind of go over some hurdles mentally for her because, you know, sometimes when you pick songs and you go, you know, I like this song, and then you do it and you're like, oh no, I actually don't like this song as much as I want, or I don't do it as well as I would like to. But then you're stuck with it. You know, it's kind of like, okay, you just got to make the best of the situation. And so, when she initially submitted the video and I saw her first video, I felt like the music was really loud, like with the strings, with the organ. It was just so much that her voice, you know, trying to soar over that was too much. It was like, you know what? I need the instrumentation to be backed off. We need to make this simpler to bring out the nuances of Lisa's beautiful voice. So what we did was we stripped back the strings and we stripped back the organ to make it more, not too acoustic, but more acoustic than all of that, you know, all the busyness. Because realistically, if you put a lot of instrumentation, you've got to power through, okay? And Christina Aguilera is known to just power through. And Lisa is not that type of singer. Lisa is this beautiful, sultry voice that comes through. So we needed to bring that out without having her voice fight with the music. And that's something that you guys might want to think about. If you find yourself fighting with the music, pick a different version of it. Pick a different instrumentation that allows you to, you know, shine without having to fight. Make it easier on yourself. But we had to change up her outfit. So those lace gloves, the black dress, the nice backdrop, we had to change a few things about that. But she is always she is super hungry to learn. So I really, really enjoyed working with her.
Yeah, and for that song, you have to strip that song back because Christina is just like, when I saw that song choice, I was like, whoa, okay, that's a big song. So kudos to you. You definitely had your work cut out, and she had her work cut out, but I liked it. It was really nice. I'm gonna have Michael.
I like Lisa's style. I think out of all the contestants, I think I've been surprised the most by as a newcomer, her style and her vocal I guess, for lack of a better term, her vocal swag. Yeah, like Miriam said, having seen her first video and then watching the second one, I saw the improvement. I think that and this doesn't just go for Lisa, this goes for all singers that are in this right now, especially with genres being chosen for you. Picking a song just because you like the song or you may happen to know the song isn't necessarily going to be the best song that fits your voice. I'm not saying that this song doesn't fit her voice, but I think that this song may have been a bit ambitious for her, especially if she's entering a contest that she's not really sure about for the first time. I want every contestant just to feel comfortable in what they're doing. And I don't want you, although I want you, of course, you're going to challenge yourself. I don't want you to get scared of a song because it's so big and it's just so well known. It's done by this amazing artist. What I liked about her was that there were parts that she simplified and brought down. The other thing I would kind of have Miriam work with her on is just make sure you don't have to do those same runs that Christina does. You don't even have to attempt those runs that Christina does if you don't want to. If you don't feel comfortable doing those, or you can't really execute those well, don't do them. Who cares? Do them, do them straight. Keep it as simplified as you want to. The point of the song is that you give and you convey the message and you convey the spirit. It doesn't matter about the runs. The runs are just added this icing on the cake. What we really want from you is we really want the spirit and the passion that you have about what you're singing about. And that I've been saying throughout this entire thing, don't sing at me, sing to me. And that's what I think. I just wanted to let Lisa know. Love your voice. I love your style. Just keep on bringing it.
We can't hear you, Josh.
Josh, we can't hear you.
Oh, there we go. So our next singer is Sammy Payne, and she's coming from Team Soul, from Michael's team, and she is doing some Duffy, some Mercy.
Now you think that might be something on the side, but you got to understand that I need a man who can take my hand. Yes, I do. I don't know what this is, but you got me good, like I knew you would. I don't know what you do, but you do it well. I'm under your spell. Got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? Got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? I said release me. I'm begging you for mercy. Oh, why won't you release me? I'm begging you for mercy. You got me begging. You got me begging. You got me begging. Mercy. Why won't you release me? Got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release me? I said release me. I'm begging you for mercy. 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 Release me. I'm begging you for mercy. 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 I said, release me.
Thank you, Sammy. All right. So some people did ask, is there music in the background? There was. Sammy had like all these hurdles this week with technology, and I'm having hurdles right now. Like during this whole show, I'm struggling with my technology, especially like one change that someone will do to an app or even your phone, like it'll update, and next thing you know, your normal things at work don't work. So she was like, I'm just gonna still do it. I'm still gonna sing it. And I'm really happy she got that in. So I'm gonna start off with her coach, Michael.
Yeah, Sammy had tried to do this 5 different times, and each time the technology just was not working for her. But she was determined to get it done. She wanted to get it done, and she was frustrated with herself and not being able to figure out the technology enough to get it done. But she did it. She got through the song. She did the best she could. She did clean up some of the background from the first video. I wanted her to change the angle of the camera, so she changed the angle a bit. And you know, I love her voice. I love
her voice.
Yes,
Her voice, like I was like acapella.
Much potential in there.
Yeah.
I like, for me, I can hear her doing a big Celine song, like just for me. I mean, she's got the chops for it, I feel like. And if she makes it through, that's what we're going to be focused on, is really honing in on getting her sound right, getting her music right, getting her video production up to par, and really just pushing it and getting it out. You know what I mean? And getting the product out.
And this is the thing I'm going to say is that when you're having issues like this and you still got to sing, just sell it more. You really need to pretend that's not happening, because I felt like that was the one thing I'm like, I could see it on her face. And I'm like, no, because she sounds so good. Her pitch is so good on that. I'm like, so I'm like, oh, but you know, you have to be cognizant of that, because I know when I have technical difficulties over here, I do the same thing. I'll be like, you know, so but it's like sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it, you know.
That was my thing to all of them when we had our group meeting. I was literally like, look, I don't care what happens, y'all. If something messes up, we're just gonna fake it till we make it. And that was exactly what my words were.
I do love Sammy. I love her talent.
Me too. She's amazing.
I'm gonna go to Team Tommy.
Howdy. Yeah, Sammy. I mean, she's got like Mariah capabilities with she can get up into that whistle range. I mean, she's great. And it was ironic, and I put this in the notes. This is begging you for mercy. Okay, mercy is given. I know there's no track that's audible, but I'm not gonna take away from the performance. So I don't know about you guys, but I gave mercy. I know she's nervous right now that the music wasn't there, but she put that work and she tried. So hey, I gave mercy. I didn't bring that into account on the performance, just so you know, Sammy. So don't be super nervous. Just be nervous, because there's still a lot of talented people in this. So just be regular nervous.
And this being the first week, it's like we're still awesome. More forgiving about we're trying to get you to that point with the technology. So like, if you're still doing on Smule, that's fine. If you're still doing like, if maybe one piece, like you're singing in a room and you're just using the natural acoustics, it might not be coming totally clear, but that's something we're just going to work on and get that buttoned up, because when we hit Worlds and we hit the last week of this, then it needs to be there. It needs to be there. So, all right, I'm moving on to the next singer. And this next singer is Mark Deal from Team Bebop with some One Last Cry.
My shattered dreams and broken heart are mending on a shelf. I saw you holding hands, standing close to someone else. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feeling was gone. I give my best to you, nothing for me to do. Have one last cry, before I leave it all behind. I gotta put you out of my mind for the very last time. Stop living a lie. I guess I'm down to my last cry. I was here, you were there. Guess we never could agree. While the sun shines on you, I need some love to rain on me. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feelings was gone. Gotta get over you, nothing for me to do. Have one last cry, before I leave it all behind. I gotta put you out of my mind for the very last time. Stop living a lie. I know I've gotta be strong, 'cause round me life goes on and on and on and
I love the fact that his microphone matched his outfit, by the way. That, that was pretty awesome. I guess that's your coaching right there, Tommy. You're like, when you go to sing, make sure that you color coordinate your microphone. Use a silver microphone. If you're wearing silver microphone.
At all times, make sure your microphone matches your outfit. Just at all times.
That's a boy band thing, right?
That's right. At all times. No, but it's funny you mentioned the microphone. The first version of the video, he had a headset on, and I really felt like he was holding back in a lot of spots. And so I was glad to see that he opened up here. And it's a better camera angle, nice solid background still, but horizontal. I feel like with the microphone, he was able to deliver the performance a lot better. I love his voice. I still would have liked, like, I felt like he was a little distracted still, kind of looking down or looking over. I'd like to see him connect more, but I love his voice, and I'm hoping that he makes it through. He's got a lot of things that I want to work on. And I would say that I know Valerie was mentioned as the run master earlier. I would venture to put the two of them up against each other. Like, I'd like to put them in the same room and just see what happens. I think it would be interesting. But anyway, yes, awesome. Best of luck, Mark. Leaps and bounds better than the first video, and it's hopefully only going to get better.
And more colorful microphones.
That's right.
Chris from Team Smooth.
I did like the microphone. I did like the hat. But yet again, he chose a song that you can't play with. Brian McKnight, you can't play with that. All those big parts, you got to give it. You can't be fake. On the wishing, all my feeling was gone. All that, you have to belt at. Like, that's just because the way that it feels, the way that the song is flowing. You can't be too pretty on that. You're pretty at the beginning, and then you got to be able to have those nice dynamics to be able to hit those one parts. And yet again, I was really let down on that, you know, and I was waiting for that. And to me, I just feel like he just needs some more punch. Like just punch. He has a great voice, but like when it gets to those parts where you got to be punching and selling it to us 100%, he's just falling a little bit short. And I felt like it was a little fake and a little like not connected, like you said, like, and maybe that's just something that you're going to be able to work with him on and get him more comfortable with all of that. But I just need him, like, he has the vocal capability to do it, but I need him to stop being scared and hit those parts right. You can't, I told you, Brian McKnight, it's another one. You can't, if you gonna sing Brian, you gotta sing Brian. You can't play with it. You can't play with that. You know what I mean? Because everybody's expecting for you to hit the part. Like me, went, I know I gotta be strong, because around me life goes on and on, and on. You gotta get that. You can't. No, you got to get it. You got to get it. And I believe that you're gonna work with him, Tommy, on that. But that was my note from all his songs: is that if you're gonna sing big boy songs, you got to sing like a big boy.
I got to just throw one thing in. Make sure your breathing's on point. Your breathing's in the wrong spot, which is causing that sound. Like, dude, I know you can breathe. Just remember to drop it right back down to your diaphragm or core. Some people say diaphragm. I say core because of sports, and it's the same area that you're breathing from when you're doing sports. So, yeah, you really need to make sure that you really drop that down, especially to belt. You need to be nice and clean and open. So, sorry, sometimes I have to jump in. All right, our next singer is from Team Vocalgasm, Miranda Longacre, and she is doing some They Just Keep Moving the Line.
I saw the finish line. I started as a rover and then victory was mine. I thought the race was over, but they just keep moving along. They cheered at my persistence, but prayed for my decline. The path of least resistance led to Hollywood and Vine. I tried to go the distance, but they just keep moving the line. I jumped all of the hurdles to break out of the pack. I started on the outside and then hit the inside track. I left the other fillies back at the starting gate. Was ready on my mark. I got to set to hurry up and wait. So talent and ambition won me a chance to shine. I aced the big audition, but it's raining on cloud nine. Can't beat the competition, 'cause they just keep moving on. I handled every corner, each bump along the track. And when I saw the ribbon, well, there was no turning back. I won the photo finish. I posed for all the men. But before I got my trophy, well, the race began again. So I made friends with rejection. I straightened up my spine. I'll change each imperfection till it's time to drink the wine. I toast to resurrection, but they just keep moving along. Please give me some direction, 'cause they just keep moving the line.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I just got to make some quick things about the video. I love that it is horizontal. I love that she has a red curtain. There's and she might have had like a blue light on or some kind of light. But what was happening there is when you're doing video. So when you go on TV shows and stuff, they're always like, hey, don't wear a red shirt. They'll always tell you, don't wear red because of the way it shines back. Nowadays, they're more lenient with that at TV because of the way that they got the lights color coded, and it's in the Kelvin system. So the light that you have to use here is a different type of light than you're using. You just got really washed out in purple, and I was just like, oh, okay. But you look
You're turning violet, Violet.
exactly. Thank you. You took the words out of my mouth. I'm like, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks. Make me look bad now. I'm the mean guy. All right, let's start with your coach, Team Vocalgasm.
Miranda is a force to be reckoned with, and I don't want any of y'all to be sleeping on her, okay? Let's put it that way, because Miranda knows how to sell sell a song, right? And she's got some real strong vocals. So what we did was, when I was listening to her initial submission, and this was a consistent note from me throughout the whole competition up until that point, is she sounds really thin up top. And I was like, look, I need to bring more fullness into this. So we did some breathing exercises, and we did some more support work and vowel placement. And we ran through certain treble phrases so that she can hit that way more solid. But also we transposed it. Because, if you drop it just even a half step, you might get in that pocket where you're more resonant and it sounds fuller and it's not so thin because you're not trying to reach this note, and you're just in this comfort space. So, just by dropping it a half step, it made a world of a difference. And, I am so proud of how hard she worked. She took everything I said. Her attitude throughout the whole thing has been just spot on. She's one of those people that I would love to coach outside of this, because of her attitude. She's so positive, and she's a musician too, which is great. So she understands the nuances that needs to be placed in a song. But dang it, she is one hell of a performer, so y'all don't sleep on her. I'm telling you.
I don't think anyone's sleeping on her. They're all like, what? They're all so amazed by her every single time. And in fact, Team Smooth, Chris is so in love with her. He's like backstage, he's like, I need to talk. I love this girl so much. And look at that face. He's all like, oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Y'all know I like a little growl when the moment calls for a growl. She is great. I love it. Y'all know I'm a big about performing and selling a song. But I would have to agree with you, Marion, when she gets in that top register, that key change, it got real, real thin. So, but I know you're going to work with her on getting that a little bit thicker. That's my only complaint. But the rest of it, oh my gosh. I was like, yes, when I was just jamming. See, everybody, we need to pick songs where where it really captures you. You know what I mean? And she's a force to be reckoned with, you guys. She's great. She's really great. I really like her a lot. A lot.
Oh, all right. Great feedback from you guys. All right. Our next singer comes from California and is on Team Smooth. Here is Tamika Devant doing some best part.
You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change if I had it my way. You would know that you're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life
Oh my God, so good. I could listen to her like I would buy her album. I would buy her album seriously. All right, Team Smooth, Chris, what you got to say?
All right.
Week.
Oh, all I have to say is that Tamika is a great person to work with. She takes your notes. She does her best to try to make them fit in what she's doing. Thing about she has great artistry, you know what I mean, and she's so smooth, you know what I mean. And that's what we were trying to work on with this song. I wanted her to really just lay back and just tell the story and really spit out that diction. You can understand every word that she says in this song, and that's one thing I had to make sure that I told her. I was like, girl, you have to really spit those words out and really, really get that diction crispy. And she's singing it so crisp and so nice. And she's doing her own thing too as well, but not, because the original, they don't do too much. The song is a really kind of like laid back, dry little song. But she puts her little parts into it at the right place. And I really enjoyed listening to that song. Like she did a great job on that.
Nice. And before I go to Tommy, I just want to give a couple production notes of her video. It looked like it was a windy day out, so like the buildings were moving a lot. So when you're shooting, if you have a fan, make sure that it's not blowing at your backdrop. And if you do, you have to tape that backdrop down or figure out a way to weigh at the bottom so it doesn't waver like that. But I did love the backdrop, and I thought it looked really good. So and I really like that you went horizontal or landscape. That's for you, Dagan. And so, but it was great to see the difference just within this 1 week, just with what you can do. Tommy Mack.
Yeah. So Josh, the building's moving. She is in California. It could have been an earthquake.
Right?
So don't give her too much grief on that. And also she complied with rule number 22 out of the Bebop handbook, and she didn't have a microphone to match, but her dress matched the cityscape.
Yes.
So that worked out. Everything worked out great there. I love her voice. So beautiful. I feel like I know her voice. I'm pretty sure growing up, I had 2 albums that I'd like to put on when I wanted to just have a nice, relaxed evening. One was Sade and one was Tamika. So I'll have to dig through and find where her album is, but I know I have to have it somewhere because she just has that voice.
Cool. All right. Our next singer is coming from Las Vegas, and this is Miss Trinity Starr.
What I'm gonna do without you. And I guess you must be wondering that same thing too. So we go on, going together, living a life. Because neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Oh, every time I find the nerve, every time I find the nerve to say I'm leaving, those old memories get in my way. Oh, Lord knows it's only me. Oh, He knows it's only me that I'm deceiving. Ooh, but when it comes to saying goodbye, that's the single word that I just cannot say. There can be no way that this could have a happy ending. Oh no. So we'll just go
Oh, yes. That's another one that's, by the way, really hard to cut. Like it never fits in that 2.5 minute mark. But great job, Miss Trinity Star. I love that song. I love hearing your voice on that song. So Trinity, your coach is Michael, but Michael had to leave. So let's start off with Team Smooth with some notes.
All right. On some of the parts, be sure that you don't oversing. You know, some of it, I feel that you're pushing a little too hard, and I feel like you need to just lay back a little bit on some parts, because Gladys Knight is not a forceful singer too much. She lays back when she sings. Then when you got to punch it, she punches it.
Nice, sweet and short. Sweet. All right. Miriam.
Yeah, since Chris already talked about vocals, I'm going to talk about stage presence. Okay, so when you're doing a song, one thing I don't really like seeing is too much swaying back and forth. I like movements to be like deliberate, you know. So if it's kind of more of a kind of like more of a sway where it's just mindless type of swaying, I want it to be more movement, you know. There ain't no way, you know, like move, attitude, look into the camera, and just, you know, really deliver and sell that. But this whole swaying like back and forth like this, kind of, I don't want to sound mean, but it feels karaoke. You know, it feels like it's just more, I'm just singing this song, I'm not really delivering it. It might be I'm an uncomfortable type of tick. Everybody has a tick when they're uncomfortable. Okay, so just be more mindful about that, where your body's at, what it's doing, and really presenting that. Because listen, Miss Trinity Star, okay, you as a star in the making, and I need you to really sell these performances to me, because you're vocally, you are a force to be reckoned with vocally. So if you really hone in on that stage presence and you really sell it, you're going to be one of these top singers on Michael's team. Okay, so I really need you to push that through. If you do end up making you know, avoiding this whole cut deal, which I really hate, but anyways, if you do that, moving on to the next round, I want to see performance. I really want you to sell it to me. Forget everything else going on for those 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes that you're singing, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I want you to be focused, present it to me, and give it to me 150%.
Give it to me, baby. Thanks, Miriam. All right, we're gonna actually go to Team Vocalgasm. Oh, and here is James Bueller doing some Till I Hear You Sing.
Walk through the door, and in the haze I count the silent days, till I hear you sing once more. And sometimes, as the nighttime, I dream that you are there, but wake, holding nothing but the empty air. And years come and years go, time runs dry. Still I ache down to the core. My broken soul can't be alive and whole till I hear you sing once more. And music, your music, it's Jesus at my ear. I turn and it fades away, and you're not here. Let hopes pass, let dreams pass, let them die. Without you, what are they for? I always feel no more than halfway real till I hear you sing once
Woo! Way to go. Yay. I got to say something really quick. This was exactly what Michael was talking about earlier about you can do a song from music theater, but make sure that like you give your own interpretation. Thank you for not coming out in a Phantom mask. We don't really need to know it's from Phantom, like, you know. So, but really, really good job and really dressed like I love the way he was dressed and ready and that background fit. Like it was really the full package. So kudos to James and his coach. Let's talk to his coach really quick. Miriam.
So James was my save, and the reason I saved him is because has just this beautiful tone and this beautiful vibrato. And I felt like he really deserved to have a chance to, you know, prove himself and work hard. I know, you know, there was some hubbub. Look, I hear and see things. So I know a lot of people did want to end up on my team and everything. The way that I picked my teams, and let me just kind of explain this real quick. The way that I picked my teams is I was looking for people who were diamonds in the rough, who needed a vocal coach to really bring out, you know, issues and fix issues that needed to be fixed. And they may not be small issues, like small stuff, you know, we can all do, but some people really needed more of that fundamental technique work. And I felt like James really, with a little bit of work with a little bit of work, he can really finesse his stuff and really show that he is a superstar underneath it all. His videos coming up, you know, he wasn't making eye contact. There were a lot of, you know, rookie mistakes that were being made. And so, number one, you have to get into the right mindset. And that was super important for James. So it was very important that he was in an area where he, you know, could really focus on his performance, look into that camera, really perform to the camera. And we did finesse his song because, you know, he was singing it kind of like, you know, the artist that did it, which was very much musical theater. And I was like, look, James, I love you. James knows I love you, but you don't need to sing it like that, because it's not really bringing out your flair, your sound. And I need you to bring out your sound. And so we worked on phrasing and what he could do to really make it his. And if I could give the most improved award, it would go to James. To be honest, on my team, the most improved award would go to James, for sure.
Nice. Thank you, Miriam. All right, let's bring up Tommy Mack. Team Bebop.
Yeah, Miriam, I have to agree. I think that he was an amazing save. I was looking at him too. I was just like, I can't believe he didn't make it. He has the tools. He has the potential. He has really cool tones, especially for me. I like hearing when he does kind of the creepier, like higher register bits. He's really good at that. So I'm sure that moving forward, you're going to work to find songs that incorporate those moments, because I mean, he crushes those. And then, yes, just connecting and bringing that vibe to the person that's watching and listening. You button that up and he's going to be like, wait, why did he even have to be saved to begin with? It's just weird. Anyway, amazing voice, James. Good job. And oh guys, we're getting close to the end. I'm getting nervous. Getting nervous. The Cookie Monster now for some reason.
The
I don't
scores
know
right now, getting them all in, and so she's working on that right now. And so our next singer is going to be Ishma Clark, doing a little bit of Who Did That to You?
Yes. Well, I'm not afraid to do the Lord's work. He say vision just is what I'ma do it first. I'ma handle my business in the name of the Lord. Oh, well, if he makes you cry, oh, I gotta know he's not ready to die. He best prepare for it. My judgment's divine. I tell you who you can call. You can call. You better call the police, call the coroner, call your high priest, have them warn ya. Won't be no peace when I find that fool. Hey, hey, say who did that to you? You can keep running, man, but I'm closing in. I'm gonna hunt you down to the bitter end. You can keep running, man, but who you gonna call? Yeah, you better call the police, call the coroner, call your high priest, have them warn ya. Won't be no peace when I find that fool. Hey, hey, you better call the doctor, call the lawyer. I chase you all the way to California. Get my gun, yes, gotta find that fool. Say who did that to you, laying on my.
Woohoo! Yeah. So I gotta say this really. I love the way it was set up. I love the video. When you're doing video like that, I don't know if that was a camcorder on the phone, but there's a ISO that you can change because it got a little bit too grainy for me. And because of that light, it was like bam, it's like the spotlight, but it was like it just need the aperture just need to be opened a little bit more in the camera just to make it a little bit more clean and less grungy. However, it fit the sound, and that sound reminded me of like old B movies, and also reminded me of like you would be singing on Luke Cage in the club, like downstairs in the Harlem. Oh man, I love Luke Cage. I love that show, and I was just like, oh, I could just see that. Like that's how I pictured it when he came up, and he had that swagger. So, all right, let's start off with your coach. Oh, wait, your coach is not here. That's right. So I guess I was your coach there. Those are the things that I'm going to say for that. All right, let's have Miriam give you a few tips.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Let me tell you, song selection is everything. This song fit Ishma to the T. It was like it was written for him. When he first came out on that video and he did the whoop, I was like, are we in a James Bond movie?
That's what I was going to say. I was like, I felt James Bond was walking. I'm like, this is great. This is awesome.
It was so so good. I was like, oh my gosh, Ishmael Clark is a new James Bond, because
Yes.
I was thinking like, oh man, it was amazing the way he's dressed, that tie, the look, that spotlight thing. It was the video in itself. I actually liked, because I like that darkness, because of the song in itself, but the vocals. Man, you had me enraptured from the first, well, even before you even opened your mouth. Your presence was there. I think, to be honest, I think you were one of my highest scored people. Yes, yes, because I was just that enraptured with it. I mean, it was like from the moment that video started, you put on a show, and you didn't stop the show until the song was done and the video was done. And that's basically how it is. If you were to go, and perform live, if we were in a live setting with the Nationals, that's usually what I tell, people, like, hey, as soon as you hit that stage, you're performing. And that's what you did. The vocals were stunning. I'm loving that whole distortion thing going on too. Stunning. Fantastic job.
Awesome. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the club in Luke Cage's Harlem's Paradise. I couldn't remember it. I was like, oh wait, what was that? Anyways, if you haven't seen Luke Cage, watch it before it's off Netflix. Anyhow, our next singer is Corrine Beckman doing some Nature Boy and Outside.
Was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad divine, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
Oh yes, Corrine. Oh man, the Queen of Smule, or Shmuley for Derek out there who's watching right now. Shmuley. All right, I'm gonna start with your proud coach from Team Bebop, Tommy Mac.
Wait, is it Shmuley?
No,
have I been saying it wrong? Okay, it's Smule.
One of our judges
Okay.
said he kept calling it Shmule. He's like, oh, it's Smule? I thought it was Shmuley. And he's
I thought I may have been saying it wrong. Corinne, yes. I mean, clearly, I mean, she's pristine. She is professional talent, right? I told her I would love to just go sit down, have dinner, listen to her sing for hours, you know, at a nice place, a nice wine, and like I can just picture that scenario. And I know that she's done that sort of thing, and she's performed in front of plenty of audiences, and it shows in her performance. She's very, very particular. I think I had one note on this song that I gave her, and she popped it right in there. And the video, you know, with the vocal, it's with the angels and the flames, it's got kind of that haunting vibe. It sucks you in and makes you feel that emotion and that whole scenario. So yeah, she's just awesome. And yeah, another one that's just gonna be tough to beat because there's not a lot that you can pick apart with her. So watch out.
Oh yeah, well let's go to Team Smooth, Chris. You're muted. You're muted. So there you go.
Korean, you know I love you. You know that. But I would say on the very end on turn, when you do the high turn, just make sure make it a little open, a little bit more turn. You know, drop your jaw just a little bit. That's the only thing that I really have negative wise. But baby, you with them flames in the background, I love that. You always come up with something really cool. I love it. I just love you. I think you look great. I love your entrances. I love your exits when and then you went love and you did your hands like this. I really felt that. And so I just want to say, keep up the good work, girl.
Yeah, everything that she does is like she pre-thinks out. And then if it's something that she sees in her, because she's one who will watch her videos over and over and over, because she's like, how can I get better? And she's coaching herself too. And then she's like, oh, you know what? I did this. Oh, my cat ran into the back of the screen. Things like that. So and where it's like, no, this is great. And she's like, nope, we're gonna reshoot. So she's all about that. Like I love what she brings to it and the dedication that she brings to all of her videos and in her voice. All right, our next singer is Mindy Lancaster doing some Inside Out.
Love is so crazy, make my heart go. Out so daisy, make my blood flow. Not so lazy, 'cause I love you inside out. I love your eyes, blue as the skies. I love your lips to your fingertips. I love your voice, your old sticks and stones. Yeah, love you inside out. Oh, don't you believe me? Yeah, I know it's kind of creepy. Oh, but oh, you're loving it too deeply. Admit it, I did it. You know you're gonna keep me so. Say you love me like a hobo. Wanna go be, but you know though. Not above me and you love me inside out. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, don't you believe me? Yeah, I know it's kind of creepy. Oh, but oh, you're loving it too deeply. Admit it, I did it. You know you're gonna keep me so. Say you love me like a hobo. One and grubby, but you know the. Not above me and you love me inside out. I love your chin and the skin that you're in. I love your nails, even your interest. I love your soul, even your little more. Yeah. Love you inside out. I love your eyes and your apple charms. I love your wit and your I believe this. I love your lungs and your talking tongue. Yeah, love you inside out.
Oh, yes. I got to quickly just bring, before I go to your coach and before I go to Tommy for comments and everything. So one of the reasons why we want you to get your videos better and everything, this is a perfect example. I can send this out right now and to an agent. I can send that you can build your EPK, your electronic press kit with things like this because you now have it. This needs to be on your websites. You guys need to share this because like this production is mind-blowing at how good it is with like what she's thinking. I'm like, and when everyone looks at it, they're like, wait, we can do this. Yes, your main video of you singing needs to be in one take, all that audio in the video portion, but you can drop a green screen, you can add things to it. However, don't get too carried away where that becomes the focal point of it. But like this was like, I love how it's inside out, and she did that with the way she looked. Sorry for jumping in. Team Smooth.
Yeah, she is a very, very, very hard worker. She had like a lot of things going on as well. She was working and doing stuff, and I just want to say I love that video. It's so cool, and she sounded really good. And I was like, no, you got to give me a little bit of sex and sexiness when you're doing this, you know. And then she was giving it to me, and she was like, hot girl, and I love that. But she did a great job, and she's a lot of fun to work with, and I'm looking forward to working with her more. If it's about to be Tom soon. Oh, I don't want to do it, but I hope that I get to work with her more, and she did a fabulous job, and I can't wait to see what else she's gonna do.
Aw. All right, Tommy.
She is so creative. All of her video submissions, the one that Christmas made you feel like you were there at Christmas with the soft focus in the back and I mean, aside from singing, people should come to her and hire her to make their music videos, right? Because if this is like a karaoke music video, imagine her doing an actual music video. I'm sure she's too busy, but I'm just saying, if you have time, put that up, put yourself out there, help people do this and have them throw money at you because they will throw money at you for that. Also, I wanted to say with that video, yeah, it was really cool. The mirror thing, it kind of made me feel almost like a, what was it? Patty Duke, but they're cousins, identical, right? Like you're looking at yourself, and I almost expected a little high five, but that's just me being cheesy. I thought it was awesome. So creative, so fun. I hope you move on because I would like to see what you do next.
So yeah, I just saw the comment of how do we score that? Like, because we have some people who don't. We are scoring. It goes into a play a little bit, but also when you do something that's too overproduced, that can also take you away. And also, every judge is different. Some of the judges don't like super produced videos. They want to see you more raw and more like, what can you do here? And I see you. So it's about stage presence, and it's about the charisma you're bringing to your videos. So part of that is in there. So really it depends on the judge. Some might grade them better, some might grade them worse.
And
so,
I think she just gave away some secret sauce. I think she just said the app is called
Get the app. She actually told me the app because the other day I was like, what are you using? And it's free, and it's called Video Leap.
Secret sauce.
Yep. Awesome. Okay. We are moving on. And yeah, and she needs to teach like a demi course on that. So our next singer is already in the video because he was really gung-ho. Here is Carvando Hamilton with some Dancing on My Own.
I just wanna dance all night. It won't mess up, I'm so out of line. Stilettos and broken bottles, and I'm spinning around in circles, 'cause I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh. And right over here, why can't you see me? Oh. And I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. So far away, still so near. The lights come up, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here. I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, and I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home, but I keep dancing on my own. No. Said I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, no. And I'm right over here, but why can't you see me? Oh, no. And I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home, but who I keep dancing on my own.
Yes, Carvando. Oh my goodness. I remember when I first met Carvando, he walked into my venue and he sang like a song that didn't mean anything, like that to most people. And he made me really go, whoa. And I was like, dude, you need to try out for the Karaoke World Championships, only to find out that in 2011, he was the New York State champ. And I was supposed to go to Karaoke Battle USA that year for New York State. So, man, it's great to see him back again. But this is like so much like I saw him then and now. It's amazing. It was really, really, really good. Let's start off with your coach, Tommy.
G. OG Hamilton. Man, that voice temporarily turned Miriam into a small circle. I don't know if you noticed that, but she was a small circle there for a second. It was amazing. That voice, look, that's what it did. That's what it did to her. Carvando, I've got to be honest. I think he has the most unique voice in this entire competition. I've heard him sing a number of things now, and every single time I'm just like, oh my God, like chills. I'm like, oh, I'd love to hear you on this. And then I get excited thinking about what his voice would sound like on another song and what he's going to do with that, because of how unique it is and what he brings and the passion and the range. Good. I mean, this guy's got the whole package. And now that he's actually looking you in the eye and he's connecting with the audience, watch out, guys. Seriously, because this guy, I know I said they are one to beat. I think this guy might be the one to beat. So watch out.
Nice. Thanks, Tommy. All right. Team Vocalgasm. Miriam, what you got to say?
I mean, I turned into a small circle. What else can I say? Carvando has this, when we say unique voice, I mean, he genuinely reminds me of like a more polished version of Aaron Neville, and that is saying a lot. Okay. There's an Aaron Neville-ness to his voice, which I absolutely love, because he's not doing too much of that. It's sometimes Aaron Neville can be too much, but he doesn't do too much. It's like just right. You know, it's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Okay, he's just right. You know, um, I love that song number one. Okay, love that song. It's a very emotional song, and um, I'm always interested in how someone interprets that song and how they would present it, because again, it's one of those songs you can interpret and make it your own. And the way that he did it was just phenomenal, very polished. And yes, I'm so happy he makes eye contact now. It really engages me a lot more. His background is less distracting too, because he has you know, it's kind of blurred in the back, and he's got those nice plants, but it doesn't take away from him. Whereas previous videos, he had like wall and pictures and stuff in the back. Again, cleaning that up, making you the focal point. Overall, fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. Small circle. Hold on. Small circle. There you go.
I love that. Oh, so good. All right. You know what? We are down to our final singer. There should be two more. Unfortunately, we would really want to say a quick shout out and hello to Randall Gray, who couldn't continue because his work became super, like, things are going on in the world. So his workload just got like dumped on him. So he has a lot more work. And then Toria, who we really wish you well. We really hope that you're back next year, because you have such an amazing voice and amazing talent. We really want to see you here today. But our last singer of the night comes from Team Vocalgasm. And here she is, Miss Renee Turcotte, with some Here I Am.
If you have broken dreams, just lay them all on me. I'll be the one who understands. So take my hand. If there is emptiness, you know I'll do my best to fill you up with all the love that I can show someone. I promise you, you'll never walk alone. If you need a place where you can run, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'll always be your friend. When you need some shelter from the rain, when you need a heat that thaw your pain, I will be the time, yeah. When you need someone to love you, here I am, yeah. Everybody needs somebody who, oh, yeah. They can pour their heart and soul into, oh, yeah. If you need a place where you can run, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'll always be your friend. Oh, when you need some shelter from the rain, when you need a heat that thaw your pain, I will be the time, yeah. When you need someone to love you,
Oh, yes. And the two camera shot The 2 camera shot, another one. Bum, bum, bum. The only thing I would say is maybe do a fade on that, just because it seems so abrupt. And I was like, actually, it was almost like cut. I was like, does that edited like that? Like to where was that the same track? Just watch that on there. But wow. So this is our last singer of the night. So we're all going to give some comments. I'm going to start off with your coach, Miriam.
So Renee is a stunning vocalist. Love her tone so much. She just really, she can capture you with those light notes, just really with just the phrasing and everything. And she makes every song her own. But what I wanted to do with her was I wanted to give her that drive, right? Like sometimes you just need a song where if it's building, you need to have that oomph, that drive, that energy forward. And so we really worked on bringing that energy into the song, because this song initially, her initial video was already beautiful. It was already very well done. But it didn't have that drive, that emotional, push forward where, that bridge builds, it builds, and then boom, it drops back to that quiet. And so I wanted it to be stronger in the bridge so that when she drops down, if you need a place where you, when she drops back down, that contrast is so much greater. And it really gives you that, ooh, that moment. So, fantastic job, she worked really hard on that too, to really bring that emotion in. Again, my team, and I'm pretty sure everybody who's in this Keep On Singing program, you guys have been working your butts off, and we see it. We see the improvements as coaches, seeing each other's, team people putting their videos together. We see the before and afters, and I have to say, I am so proud of each and every single one of you guys who put the effort in and who've really amped up your game. Your coaches are amazing. I love Team Smooth, Team Soul, Team Bebop. Like, y'all are amazing. So keep up the hard work. If you do not move forward in this round, again, just keep working on your craft, because look, you guys are all champions. Finesse it, hone it, dial it in. Please come back next year, because I want to see how much you've grown, because I'm always curious like that. But for those who are moving forward, get ready to work even harder, because we're looking for that world champ. We're trying to fashion you into that world champ to bring home that gold. So work hard, okay? Work hard. But fantastic job, Renee.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Miriam. All right, I'm going to go to Team Smooth, and then we're going to go to Tommy.
That's right. Her voice is so captivating. When I was watching her video, I was just like, yes, sing it. She can sing. Let me rephrase. She can sing, baby. She was getting it. I really love her, and she did a great job. Just like Miriam said, everybody is great, and we do appreciate everybody putting in their extra work and putting in, just doing a lot of things that we tell y'all, and it was a great job. And even though we're losing some people tonight, like she said, don't give up, keep pushing, because we're finding the best, and we're trying to find the best in our in the nation to represent the USA. So, and we have a reputation to uphold, so that's why we are hard.
More medals than any other country.
Thank you.
Let's keep that tradition up. Tommy.
And I am the new kid on the block. Of course, I've got to put that in the most boy bandy reference as possible, right? And it's been awesome. It really is a big family. So yes, if you don't make it through, please, you have a new family now. You have friends. A lot of people are connected on Facebook. Keep up with each other, encourage each other, and definitely come back. We would love to see you again, and love to see how you've progressed. And I want to comment also on Renee's voice. So yes, the soft bits that I told her early on, I'm getting Jessica Simpson all day long, right? Like And then Sammy Payne actually mentioned in here, she's hearing Jessica Simpson and Rachel Lampa, which Rachel Lampa, I haven't thought about that name in a long time, but that girl can sing too. We toured with when I was with No Authority, we toured with both of them. So I'm very familiar with the voices. Powerful, beautiful, textured voices. So that's quite the compliment from Sammy. Well done, Renee. So sorry, go ahead. What were you saying, Chris?
She's better. She's better than Jessica Simpson, honey.
Yeah, I said she's giving me Jessica Simpson, but she's giving me Jessica Simpson and then some.
I put that out there.
So yeah, that's. I mean, you're talking about a platinum selling artist, and you're getting those kinds of compliments. So keep up the great work, everybody. Look forward to seeing you soon. The tears are going to be falling from us all soon. We'll be Team Teargasm.
I like the teargasm, I think. No, wait, no, I don't. All right. Miriam, stop it. Miriam's already starting to tear up and everything. Oh, what's going to happen? Are you guys ready for the results? Yeah, you ready for the results? Uh-oh. All right, here we go. I'm going to move us like this. I'm going to add this over here. All right. Here are the results. Here, I'm going to show first all the scores together. So you're not going to know who's staying or going right away. You're just going to see the rankings and the scores. Bam, right there. Let's turn that banner off on the bottom. So you need to figure out what that means. But that's where you place 1 to 26 today. And just think, after today, everything is scrapped. Each round is a brand new score because we had to cut every single week. Every single one of these is for and every single one is important each week. Sorry, I was also getting talked to at the same time. So all right, here we go. First, we're going to show Team Michael, so week 1, who's moving on and who's going home. Moving on is Grant Cullum, Jeremy Chappa, Ishma Clark, David Harrison, and Holly Smelson. And we're sending home 2 amazing, amazing singers that we love. And seriously, we love your voice and talent so much. Trinity Starr, keep working. You know we're all here for you, and we're all a big fan. Samantha Payne, great job today. Seriously, trying to get over those kind of hurdles. It can be hard. Please keep singing. We are all we love your voice. We love your talent. All right, here we go. Team Chris. Staying from Team Chris, because you already have one person leaving, by the way, who already left. We have Tamika Devant, which is spelled wrong, Mindy Lancaster, Chris Hoffman, Valerie Spell, Monique McNeely are staying, and going home is Camille Gomez, who put together a really great production. And I know Chris is like, oh, yeah. All right. We're moving on to Team Miriam. Staying with Team Miriam is Renee Turcotte, Kennedy Miller, Miranda Longacre, James Bueller, Luis Orozco. But going home again are 2 amazing singers. We have Lisa Johnson, who we all are like, no, and am I a place we all wish you were staying but we have to keep moving on. We have to cut each week. Man, this is hard. This is hard. And the last team, Tommy, Corrine Beckman, you are still in it. Garvando Hamilton, Talon Lewis, Diane Spicer, Mark Deal, and unfortunately, the person who is the most amazing at videos, Rebecca Washburn. You are not staying with us, but we're going to still follow you. We love you so much, and we want to share all your videos everywhere. And please keep on working on your talent because you are amazing. And Tommy also had Toria, who also, why he's only losing 1 is because Toria dropped out earlier in the week. And I'm going to bring everyone back to move that. And I know, sad faces. And Michael, I think the reason why he's not here is because he just couldn't deal with it. He was at the point where it's like, I love my team. I can't do this. I need to go. I need to go. And this is the part where it always stinks because I'm always like, oh, I don't want anyone to go home. And they all put so much work in. This week really, 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 really showed. And amazing singers. So with that said, our singers all got different genres for this week. So if you guys missed that show, you can go back to when we picked it. You can go back to KWCUSA.com, watch it on our KWC channel there, or on YouTube. You can watch it there on our KWC USA channel there, or you can go to our Facebook page. Because what we did is we did a little spinning wheel for everyone. They gave us their top genres when they registered their songs for nationals. So this week you are going to see for Team Chris, we're going to see Valerie's Bell doing the theme of movie soundtrack and TV themes. Mindy Lancaster also doing movie soundtrack and TV themes. Chris Hoffman with the 2000s. Monique McNeely doing some opera and arias, and Tamika Devant doing some R&B and hip hop. I could tell you the songs, but I want you guys to just keep guessing on what they're doing. So I'm not going to give them because I don't want you to have expectations. For Team Michael, some Grant Cullum is doing some R&B and hip hop. Ish McClark got the 1990s. Holly Smelson got the 1970s. Jeremy Chappa got Broadway and musicals and opera and arias. By the way, Broadway musicals and opera and arias are all one. So if I said opera and arias earlier, it also includes Broadway and musicals. It's all one genre. And David Harrison has R&B and hip hop. And then moving on to Team Vocalgasm, James Bueller got classic rock. Luis Orozco got Spanish because he typed Spanish in the other box, and like, of course he got Spanish. And they were all totally randomized. I was like, oh, of course. But he can't get it again. That's the nice thing is after this week and they get this genre, next week they get the genre again. Renee is getting the 2000s. Miranda Longacre is getting opera, arias, Broadway, and musicals. Kennedy Miller is getting Broadway musicals, opera, and arias. And then we have one team left, and that is Team Bebop. And Mark Deal has got songs of the Grammys. Diane Spicer has movie soundtrack and TV themes. Garvando Hamilton has the 1990s. Taylon Lewis has the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Music Legends. And Corrine Beckman has Broadway, musicals, opera, and arias. So with that said, these singers are going to be working on this. Now they've already chosen their songs with the coaches, and it was Labor Day weekend. So it's like the worst weekend ever to choose a song within 24 hours when it's Sunday to Monday, because you're all like, I got stuff to do with my family and friends and the singers as well. And everyone, they got to all witness that first like panic of picking a song and everything. And they all got it in. We also had some things go on yesterday where we're like, oh, well, maybe, that they couldn't get it in on time because of other issues that were going on. But everyone got their songs in. I'm really excited to see what I'm seeing. I know a bunch of them already recorded videos for their Wednesday, because Wednesday they have a check-in. So like we said earlier today, you watch the show, but if you want to go back and see how much they've improved, go to KWCUSA.com after the show and look at their before videos of what they submitted for round 4 and then check out the videos today and then see what the difference is after working with those coaches. Because seriously, it's night and day. I think on all of them were just really stepped up their game. And so next week we're doing the same thing. We're going to pick more genres, but you're not going to know what genre they have for next week, what songs they have for next week, but just tune in next Tuesday for that. And also on Sunday, we're going to try to pick the genres again and take that one genre out that they already did. So the singers have a lot of work to do, And I've kept these coaches because these coaches like, I got some vocal training to do tonight after this. And so thank you guys, Miriam, Chris, Michael at home, Tommy Mack. You guys have put in so much time and really, like, I admire dedication. I admire all these singers' dedication and all of your patience and positivity to all of them. Would any of you like to say something? We got a thumbs up from Miriam. Nope. They're all like, we're going to just say goodbye. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone, singers, keep on singing. We're going to see you next week. Go to KWCUSA.com. Remember to go and join our channel on Twitch at twitch.tv/KWCUSA and on YouTube, KWCUSA, and friend us on Facebook and friend us on Insta, and just keep friending us and keep sharing this and tell all of your friends to watch. This is a real competition where you're really getting judged. So while we aren't asking for your friends to judge, that doesn't mean you can't share it with them and tell them to love you and sign up and subscribe to all the KWC USA Karaoke World Championships USA stuff. Thank you guys, and we will see you next week.